My name is Sayon, and I was born in Cambodia in 1967. Um, I came to the United States with my family in late 1979. So it's about, uh, well, it took a while, but from Cambodia, we went through to live in a refugee camp for a couple of years. Yeah. Yeah. I was 6 years old, 6 years old, and we we escaped as a collective family, as a village, um, and and it was a hard time. Even talking about it really just, I guess it could trigger these traumatic memories for many people, that have gone through it. And I think many people, really, the older people that really were in it. I mean, some of my cousins, she talked about it, we joke about it. I mean, given that it's such a terrible thing to go through, I mean, you have to joke about it, otherwise you just become too painful to bear,
Mm-hmm.
But we escaped as a family and as a village into Thailand, but we got sponsored. That was the thing. When you get into these refugee camps, you have to be sponsored by a family member from another country or somewhere else, that's in a stable country, or an organization such as a church or a group out there. But we were sponsored by a church group in Iowa, a Lutheran church. So, when we got there, it was a winter time. So here you guys are thinking like, what's wrong with winter? But if you came from a tropical country person, you end up in Iowa in the snow, and you're like, what is this thing? I mean, we lived in a small village, and I mean, when you hear gunshots go off and you hear bombs going off, it's, besides that it's just obviously scary, you don't know what's going on. Eventually the adults would know what's happening, and that's when people started gathering themselves because of word of mouth, that there's a communist, this country has gotten taken over by communism, and that's why they left. When you guys are talking about memories, and because we are a minority group of Laos in Cambodia, we just assume, because the Khmer is a word that we use that refer to Cambodian people living in Cambodia, and there's also Khmer language. But at the time, I think many of us really blamed the Cambodian people, just like straight out stereotyping all the Cambodian, you did all the killing, which was not accurate. I mean, and the older people might think that, but when you start looking back in history, you realize, oh wait, it wasn't them. They were also killed too. It was this other group of Khmer Rouge people that did the killing. And why did they do it? And so when you look back at why did they do it? Well, because these adult Khmer Rouge leader brainwashed the young kids into separating them from their parents and families, and then brainwashed them to do the killing, to do the dirty work. And so if people start to see it that way, I don't think they would be as there would be a little more understanding, I think. Not, I mean, they could still be angry about what happened, but just to know, you know, this is where education starts to come in, and it would help. And would also help the healing, I think, and that's what this project is about, right?
Mm-hmm.
This talk is about.
Mm-hmm.
And I had that myself too, because I was taught by my elders that, oh, the Cambodian people chase you out of your own country. And when I got to know more about the history and what in fact happened, I almost feel like I was not lied to, but not given all the pieces of information, you know, that I should have known. Maybe they didn't know it themselves, but that's also kind of dangerous too, information that gets traveling down from somebody that knows very little, and then the receiving people gets it, and then they assume this is the actual thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've probably heard that throughout the world, in this country as well. I think many people are really, my family included, we're just really in a reflective state, even though it's after almost 40 years now from when that time had happened. And I think it's a long time coming, and I think to talk about it and try to put pieces together on what happened.